So you've probably heard that China and Taiwan aren't exactly besties, right? But why? Did someone steal someone's girlfriend back in the 1940s? Did Taiwan unfollow China on Instagram? Well, sort of. Hit that subscribe button now. Let's make every video an adventure together. Subscribe today. Let's rewind back to the 90s. In the early 1900s, well, 1912 to be precise, China transitioned from an empire to a republic, following the Xinhai Revolution, which overthrew the Qing dynasty. This revolution was fueled by a desire for change, driven by factors like internal strife, economic hardship, and the influence of Western ideas about republicanism. The revolution resulted in the establishment of the Republic of China, led by Sun Yat-sen. Two major political groups emerged after the republic was formed, the Nationalist Party and the Communist Party. They hated each other, but they worked together against Japan during World War II. But as soon as the war ended, a civil war started in China. Probably the battle to decide who gets the bigger national cake. And the Communist Party, led by Mao Zedong, ended up crushing the Nationalists' Party. So, in 1949, after getting flogged by the Communists, the Nationalists packed their bags, like all their bags, and fled to Taiwan. And when I say bags, I mean nearly 2 million people, including soldiers, officials, and probably some confused uncles who just followed the crowd. They got to Taiwan and decided to create their own China. They basically said, all right, new plan. This is China now. Yep, 100% China. Then they pointed at Taipei and went, this is our temporary capital, totally temporary. You know, like when you borrow your friend's hoodie and swear you'll give it back soon. Meanwhile, back in mainland China, the communists were like, wait, you're still calling yourselves China? Bro, we are the main China. Now that was how we ended up with two Chinas. Now fast forward past the 90s. The world mostly recognizes Beijing as China. But remember that Taiwan never surrendered its Chinese status. Mainland China insists Taiwan is just a runaway province and would soon be reunified with China. But beyond what we see as nationalism, there's more to it. Taiwan is a semiconductor production powerhouse, home to TSMC, which makes the chips in your phones, cars, and fridges. You see, big money. And militarily, Taiwan is a strategic point. Its location gives it a strong military and strategic advantage, like a natural base that can monitor or control nearby sea routes and airspace. Today, Taiwan has its own democratic government. They even carry out elections, they have their currency, and even a president with an active military. Although they haven't declared independence, the younger generation no longer feels Chinese. They feel Taiwanese. But here's the tricky part. Taiwan never formally declared independence, because if they do that, China will have a valid reason to declare war on them. Well, you might want to ask, what is the United States doing here? The United States is walking a diplomatic tightrope. It doesn't officially recognize Taiwan as a country, but it sells them weapons and maintains a policy of strategic ambiguity, which basically means, I might help you if China decides to blow you to smithereens. Well, emphasis on might. As you might have guessed, while China hates this development, Taiwan loves it, and the world holds its breath and crosses its fingers. China flies military jets near Taiwan almost daily. The United States sends warships through the Taiwan Strait. Everyone's flexing their muscles, but no one wants to fire first because a direct war could collapse global supply chains and set Asia on fire. Or worst. But who knows? Will China invade? Maybe, maybe not. But tensions are high because Taiwan isn't just a political issue, it's a power play between China and America. Two nations armed to the teeth with nuclear weapons. Not good at all. And that's why the whole world is watching nervously and praying they don't collide. So what do you think? Do you think China can take Taiwan? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to declare your independence by liking and subscribing to this channel.